Okay, so the key thing with your school sharks, they've got that clear nose, really sensitive to metal, so they don't like wire traces. What I'm going to do here is I've dug through my box of bits, you know, Spanish mackerel box where you use wire when you're up the coast, and I've got some 40-pound nylon coated and I've got some 60. I'm going to start with this 40, so it's really thin, but the whole idea is we just need to stop those sharks long enough to stop from biting us off. Okay, so I don't want a lot of wire. I'm talking a couple of inches. Get myself 80 Gamakatsu octopus circle, and for this one I'm going to make it a stiff rig. And when I talk about a stiff rig, what I'm talking about, we're going to go through here, and this is seriously just an idea that I've got. So Blakey uses wire on them, but I'm just going to do my little mod. He runs a bigger length of wire. Okay, so I'm going to go back through the eye of the hook at the back so we get a really straight pull on this. Okay, so that's now locked onto the line. Then this is heat weld wire, so it's just that stuff there from Shore Catch. It's a 7-strand wire, it's quite easy to work with. And if I just twist that a couple of times, then I'm going to get my lighter. And as all you're doing is melting the nylon coating on the outside of the wire, that'll hold beautifully like that. Then I'm going to snip this tag really short like that. And I only want, I suppose, 6 inches of wire. Snip that there. Okay, then from there I am going to put a crimp over it. So they come with crimps in the box. So this is the little 40-pound sleeve. Okay, so I pull that up so it's all nice and tight, crimps right near the eye of the hook, and then I'm just going to crimp that, and because it's so small I'm also just squashing the crimp. I think this is going to work, but what I'm going to do is I'll just melt that little piece a little bit closer so I don't have a bit of a tag sticking out. There we go. Right, now you can either fish it on a paternoster rig or an extended paternoster. So some 80-pound tough trace. All right, and good thing with this is you can make these up at home, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll make half a dozen or so rigs. I'm now going to get this wire, and we're going to do what's called an Albright knot. So I'm going to get the wire, fold it there just like that. Okay, so we've got a bit of a tag. We'll trim that all back at the end. All right, I'm going to get the end of this leader, and you come through like that, and then give yourself a bit to work with. I'm going to go 1, we're wrapping it back up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. All right, then I'm going to just go back through that big loop. Now if all goes well, give it a little bit of a wet and a bit of a snug. That's it. Then give that a little trim there. Get these, give that tag a bit of a trim, doesn't matter if it's a couple of mil long. That's the rig. So I'll chop that now. If I put this on an extended paternoster, leader about that long, that's it. Hook, short piece of wire, and then your leader. This will work on heaps of species, but I think it's going to work quite nicely on the school sharks. I like that I haven't got a swivel joining here, you know, just more stuff. It's sort of slick just being like that. And the good thing is too that the wire gets your bait to sit nice and straight. Like it actually sits really nicely on a bit of wire. I've got some 60-pound here. I will do it with some 60, and if you don't want to do that Snell system, you could quite simply just get like that, 80 KLT hook, and we can just go through like that, back through the crimp, like so. Give yourself a bit of a tag sticking out the end, or we could even go like this. I'll slide this right down. Okay, so done that, crimp this like so, and then to finish that off, I'm going to do the same thing. Melt that, and you'll see, you just see it all sort of molds into one. And if I go like that, there we go. And then you just cut that to the length you want again, And there you go. So again, this is going to work for heaps of species, but I think it's going to work on these school sharks. We are going back to give this a run. It's my weak excuse to go back fishing, but I'm confident now.